Welcome back to the GSL Code S. We just saw Brown go down.
He did go down, and alive stayed alive, Tasteless.
Brown went down. Some of those games kind of look like a clown, Artosis.
Well,
he left that match with a frown.
Hopefully he doesn't fall in a lake and drown, because he still has more matches, because he's not out yet. And he actually played really well.
That Brown could also be a noun, because it's a player.
Wow. Pass the Brown, please. It's like when you're a kid asking for a crayon, it's Brown. All right, I'm happy against MarineKing. Terran vs. Terran action, Antigua Shipyard. Excited to see what types of builds these guys choose. Last time I saw Happy play on this map, TVT, he did in fact end up going for Marine Tank. But he is a player that we see mech from time to time. MarineKing, on the other hand, oftentimes Marine-based play, but sometimes he does surprise us and mix in some other stuff. We'll see.
We will see. All right, Happy against MarineKing. Who will move on? The game is now loaded up, so we're just going to throw up a few more shots here, and we'll be right in there. Both players very talented. It should be, I think, one of our more even matches today here at the GSL Code S. Let's go. Oh, that was my lamest outro ever. All right.
No, you've been lamer. Don't worry.
All right, thanks. Oh, phew. In the bottom left, we have a player oftentimes overshadowed by other players like Nesty and MVP, his teammates. His ID is...
I am happy.
I'm happy too.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I'm super happy, man.
Section of the first pro gamer to have the ID happy. In the upper right, we have his opponent. Perhaps one of the most popular Korean players of all time. He is...
MarineKing Prime.
That command center is wheelchair accessible.
Yes, it does look so.
Yeah, it's good. All right, Artosis.
Yes.
It's TVT, so we're going to have to wait a little bit before this game picks up. And I want to... Oh, my God. No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Never mind. All right.
Will MarineKing scout this? And will... Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a proxy Marauder rush. If it doesn't get scouted, could be deadly. If it does get scouted, will be deadly the other way.
All right. We're going to see.
MarineKing showing that he wants to go for just a one barracks expansion.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more stuff like this on this map, considering it's a two-player map.
Excuse me. All right, so
he missed it.
Yeah, he's not scouting it. We'll see, though. When he gets a Marine out, he may scout with that. We don't know exactly what MarineKing's scouting pattern looks like on this map. Don't forget, this is the fixed version of Antigua, where you're always cross spots, so he knows exactly where to go. Oh, otherwise, that would be a real jerk barracks from Happy.
All right, so there's a tech lab coming here. Could be that Marauder rush, could be Reapers. Yeah. And a lot of this will boil down to the crisis management. I can't believe he actually ran.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what if the Marine just chases you, the barracks, and sees it? Whoa. All right. But it's a Marauder. Okay.
Yeah. And concussive shells on the way. Now, MarineKing, will you start a bunker? Because if you don't, you're going to lose some decent amount of SCVs, most likely. And
okay, now the alarms have been sounded. He's saying, wait a minute, where the hell is his barracks?
But actually, MarineKing adding 2 gases right now, that is not the right choice. He's only got 2 Marines. He's skimping on everything, Tasteless.
Uh-oh.
To tech up, he has no idea what's going on. And a second gas for Happy, so this rush is not going to end for Happy. He's going to follow up these Marauders with something else. Would not be surprised to see him run up to Banshee or something like that.
All right, so, this is bad. He's like, wait a minute, is there a proxy barracks here? 2 is the number you want to wait for with this, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he's going to want to lead with the SCV.
Well,
he's not leading with the SCV.
I think he wants to make a bunker.
He might do the bunkerage. And now he's just got to be careful on micro-lock. He cannot make the bunker because everything's there. Now notice the SCV did tank a good amount.
All right, actually this rush not going well for Happy. Well, taking a lot of damage there.
Third Marauder is coming out, and now he's starting a Reaper as well. And that's just such a great move, man, because you know everything's going to be at the choke to try to block the Marauders. Because oftentimes we see someone get a bunker up, and then the Marauders run by. And they're like, ha!
Yeah.
Come out of your bunker if you want to fight with us. We only like to fight fair.
That's dumb.
You're a Marauder. You're not fair. All right, so we do have a factory on the way back at Happy's home, and he is getting that Reaper. really excited for that Reaper. I want to see if he's going to go in through the front or the side. Looks like he's going to go for the side. Yep, very smart, making it go way around. Very well done. And as he starts killing SCVs, those Marauders will start to hit the front again.
All right, here comes the Reaper now. I feel like MarineKing should sort of know this is coming. This is actually a trendy build. All right, he's moving in here. MarineKing actually not reacting as quickly as I would have expected him to.
And Happy actually led with the wrong Marauder, so he has one very red Marauder at this point. And
wow, that was just kind of...
Yeah, everything went a little bit wrong
there.
Yeah. Happy could have done a bit more damage than he did, basically. But MarineKing stayed very calm, played very well right there. You know, he did not panic. He did not unload the bunker like Happy had wanted. He just went down with SCVs and his lone Marine and tried to be okay. Alright, so we do have reactored Hellions going on right now, as well as a starport. Interesting.
Command center about to finish here. And we will see what his plans are with that starport.
Yep, right now we do have for MarineKing 26 SCVs and 26 for Happy as well. So Happy is going to be at about the same amount of SCVs for this game, despite the fact that MarineKing went for such a quick command center. One thing we do have to account for is that he has gotten extra mules, and you can see that somewhat reflected in his supplies, 48 to the 39 of Happy. MarineKing right now going Viking Marine Siege Tank. Just a very safe unit composition.
Yep. A lot of this map in the mid-game really comes down to controlling that one zone like a watchtower, especially in TBT. If you can control that, you're probably going to gain control of that. You're probably going to have it for most of the game, and the other player will be playing from a disadvantage. The problem is if we move out too quickly and you're not prepared, they're going to smash your army, and then they get it. So both players have to be very calculated. Take a look at these this data down here, Artosis. 29% for Happy, 39% here for MarineKing. Now, I would have thought that Happy would have had more than MarineKing.
You know, that is a very intelligent thing of you to say, Tasteless. The thing is, MarineKing is a very good player that often puts up good results. But more than that, he's one of the biggest fan favorites in the whole world. He is a beloved player. Everyone wants to see him win, and a lot of times people vote with their hearts. Happy, I feel like, is as good or better TBT than MarineKing.
Yeah, that's what I think.
To be perfectly frank. And, yeah, I give Happy a great chance of getting out of this group.
Then again, you know, MarineKing is dominating in this game. He's coming right at him, actually.
Yep.
I think he's realizing, wait a minute, Happy should have, no matter what, less units than me.
Yeah, and that is the case. The Marine Siege Tank was a good composition to go with. He has a good number of Vikings right now to help him spot.
It does allow him to become active right away.
Siege mode is done for Happy, so that is something working for him. And the Marauder's going to try to target down Siege Tanks, which they do very well. SCVs are going to have to come out, though. His Siege Tank being worth so much, but not enough. It goes down now. The SCVs will all be taken out, it looks like. But Happy with some more Marines. Looks like, oh my god, he saves more SCVs than I thought were going to be saved there. Great moves by Happy.
This has been a pretty even exchange so far.
Yeah.
Workers killed and units killed.
Yeah, it's, darn, this game is very close right now. And in fact, both players with the same production going on, basically. In fact, Happy's production got up a little bit more. He added his additional 2 barracks before MarineKing did. And other than that, they are all the same as far as production goes. So that is a big deal. Those additional 2 barracks up quicker. Well, the fact that they went up quicker means he had a few less units. Of course, he also did that rush. But MarineKing is going to be a little bit behind on units. Happy is not going to be killed at all. It's looking all right for him. But MarineKing taking that 3rd base. He's taking the initiative. Saying, hey, you better stop this 3rd base, or I'm going to get way ahead.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he's saying. That voice and everything.
That Viking just barely missing the medevac. Now he's moving up here towards me. And if he can get the rest of these units up in here and get that other tank in siege mode, it's going to be very difficult for him to deal with. Now more siege tanks coming up here. The amount of Marines that get lost trying to go into these siege tanks is huge.
Yeah, now Happy just needs to be very calm about this. He needs to pick off medevacs if he can and slowly move forward. None of his expensive stuff is going to be hurt here, really. He has, see, he's just going to clean that up. That was an overcommittal by MarineKing. I don't know why he thought that that would actually end up winning. It was like a very small amount of units. He put his siege tanks in an area where they could not retreat. Once they were there, they were going to die there no matter what.
The most ideal place to have the siege tanks, if you can get them inside your opponent's base, guys, is near their factory. Because then when a siege tank pops out, it's going to be hit.
Yeah.
And they have to, if they have to move it, they have to lift it up and put it on another tech lab.
You know, yeah. And when we see a drop like that, you know, a lot of the times it looks so scary. But if you deal with a drop like that very calmly, you're not going to end up losing that much. Because, hey man, he buried all that into your main base. You're fine. That's not actually that scary of an army. That's not a huge, gigantic ball of units. If you just deal with it very calmly, you can get ahead here. And that's what Happy did. Very impressive. But I do have to say, MarineKing with his third base looking very sharp, even though he's lost some extra units. And Happy has not even started an additional base, and in fact is getting a second factory right now.
Right, as you can see here, nobody's actually really occupying the center of the map. We have MarineKing moving through it. Right now, MarineKing has actually stayed very aggressive.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, we have the drop coming up here into the main base of MarineKing. I don't know if MarineKing is going to be prepared, Artosis.
Yeah, he has no turrets up there. He does have a Viking going out, so he may be sniffing this a little bit, but it is going to pass. And there Happy goes. A very good drop by Happy. And in the meantime, Happy moving out across the map. A great diversion right now. A lot of the units of MarineKing going back. And Happy's going to gain position. Not just kill SCVs, not just kill that Viking, but gain a lot of position on this map. And that is just as, if not more important.
Very, very nicely done here. And you can see MarineKing actually scans the center and says, ah.
Yep.
Happy took it.
That's exactly it. And in fact, Happy should be very careful here and keep this high ground advantage. That's what he needs to do, man. He needs to keep the high ground advantage. He needs to be on top of where MarineKing's army is.
He might have done that a little bit too close. Now, the
Good
Vikings
scan.
can act as spotters here. That way, MarineKing has to scan. This is why Vikings and siege tanks go so well together. They both have incredible range, and they're really like kind of the centerpiece units of the matchup.
Yeah, and Happy right now, he's taking his third base, and in fact, he's starting to get some sensor towers in great locations to watch for MarineKing trying to do any shenanigans. So, MarineKing right now is focusing a little bit more on Vikings, getting a few more Vikings out, realizing that he needs those to spot. But look at this, another drop by Happy. Look at that. MarineKing has to turn around with his units.
Oh,
so
man,
annoying
he got
for
that
MarineKing.
tech lab there.
Oh, that would actually be huge. That's stim. That's stim, Tasteless.
No! And
Oh my God.
Actually,
he gets it.
All right, I thought he was going to save it for a second. I was like, wow.
That is painful. In fact, he has no tech lab for a barracks right now. Does he? No, he doesn't. So his stim is going to be so late. We have a great sensor tower up if you look at the mini-map for Happy. We have his third base up. Even though it's slower, he's gained position on the map. And he has stim, which his opponent does not. 1-0 upgrades against 1-1 upgrades. MarineKing is in the lead there, but without stim, that additional 1 armor is not going to be enough. Uh-oh. Craziness coming.
Uh-oh, giant battle.
And now Happy has to retreat before all those siege tanks attack. And wow, he did not retreat in time. Those siege tanks dealing enough damage to his Marines that MarineKing should be able to barrel through the rest of this. Oh, just barely does not. His siege tank still sieged in the back, but those on attack move can clean this up.
I'm surprised he's not waiting for more Marines to take that. Siege tanks are so valuable. Well, he's going to lose at least 2 here.
Kills off a little bit more than that. So Happy with a small little mistake there. If he had run back from that siege tank splash before the big volley of MarineKing hit, then he would be in much better shape right now. He'd still be holding that position for sure. All right.
Well, Happy still has the center. And again, guys, in this map especially, the center is so important for TDT.
But he's lost a lot of siege tanks. He's got 3 against the 6 of MarineKing, and that's a big deal. Both of them producing 2 at a time. So over time, that'll become less big of a deal, because it'll just be 3 siege tanks down. And both these players just going into extreme macro mode.
All right, getting some SCVs here. He's got to pull out pretty quickly. Hopefully he won't get hit by Vikings there. And, yeah, I mean, it looks like those little drops don't seem to do that much, but the truth is it just keeps MarineKing in his base and not meddling with the position that Happy has over him.
And, well, Happy going to siege up, so MarineKing can't take that high ground, but MarineKing, oh, is he going to actually make a hard decision and attack up there? Happy doesn't have that many units up there right now. He is moving around towards the sensor tower. Happy does know about it with those Marines.
Looks
and
like he's going to try to go around. This is a little bit of a dicey move here from MarineKing.
Yeah, but I think it might end up working here.
Oh, he needs a target on the tanks.
Yeah, Happy has to be careful here as well. Cannot let those huge volleys hit his Marines. And will we see a big drop?
He's going to turn around. Oh, no, he's actually going to elevator in the main. He's really...
This is a good move here.
This is smart.
This is really, how you do an elevator.
Yeah.
The way he did before, not that good. This way, beautiful, though. He's got his siege tank back up. He's got stim. He's got medevacs. He's got a lot of Marines.
Whoa, what the hell are those units doing?
And the missile turret ends up killing like 3 medevacs. Wow. But he will end up losing some siege tanks on that low ground there. This is quite a fight.
Really, the idea was good, but the execution of it was pretty bad.
Yeah, his siege tanks were a little bit too far out from each other. A good cleanup by Happy there.
Yeah, really well done.
Definitely a better elevator than the first one.
Well, because the beauty of that one is that most of MarineKing's army is in the middle of the map. I mean, Happy's army is in the middle of the map anyways.
All right, here we go. Uh-oh. That's a MarineKing. Oh, wait, there are siege tanks on the high ground. Oh, no, but more coming down from MarineKing. And this is bad, man. Happy losing a lot of tanks once again. Holds that tank at 3 hit points. Oh, no, gets sniped.
Byron might actually grab my Marines right now and just drop on top of those siege tanks and kill them.
You're so right. There's only 1 Marine there. MarineKing has to be careful. He's got to be careful, Tasteless. The spy is very similar, but we have a 4th base being taken by Happy right now. 62 SCVs to 73. MarineKing in the lead there. It makes Happy have a slightly better army.
All right, driving him back now. This is pretty epic, guys. Happy does have the bottom expansion. He has this positions here still in the middle. The one moment that MarineKing actually... here, let me actually put it like this. MarineKing should not have tried to go in and kill Happy early on. What he should have done is done what Happy's doing now and just focus on control of the map.
Yeah, controlling the center.
Now he's in a really bad spot. Oh, he's going to have to turn around yet again here.
Yeah.
Because Happy knows what he's doing. He says, nope. 1 little drop, you have to turn around. I don't even care if I damage anything.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't even matter. It's just to pull the army back in.
The thing is, he does damage things. He does cause lost mining time. Might even kill that geyser.
Yeah.
It's such a smart and great move. Happy right now. In really great shape. Holding that high ground, having that additional base. But MarineKing, he has his SCVs out, Tasteless, so he's going to do something, man.
Another drop here. You would have thought by now that MarineKing would have put a Viking or something out there.
A missile turret would have been pretty good.
Missile turret as well.
He's lost way more value in SCVs than even mining time.
Oh, no. Happy should not engage into this.
Oh, boy. And, well, those SCVs are all gone in a matter of seconds, and it is 2-2 against 3? No, just 3 armor, actually. All right.
Damn. MarineKing just cannot make any room for himself on this map.
No, he cannot.
There he is. He siege tanks just isolated.
Well, you see, you get a big defender's advantage with siege tanks, especially with the high ground and the watchtower on this map. And Happy's playing a defender game. He's making MarineKing withdraw and just with light harassment, and then he's defending. And that's just working out beautifully, but oh my god. Biggest throw in 4 siege tanks I ever saw.
Those siege tanks evaporated, man.
Yeah. Well, slightly better upgrades for
maybe MarineKing's done it. He's no longer in the middle. Happy is not.
Yeah. Well, losing those 4 siege tanks actually was one of the most crucial parts of this game. If he has 4 more siege tanks here, he could have regained that high ground. But as is, MarineKing is going to take the high ground. And if he takes that high ground, this whole game turns around.
That's a planetary down there, guys. That can't actually pick up.
Wow. All right. So MarineKing has taken the high ground due to that really poor siege by Happy. And I tell you what, right now he is kicking himself because he had a great position. He had an opportunity to retake the high ground. And now he's going to lose his 4th base while MarineKing gets his 4th.
This is going to give him a pretty big edge here. Now the question is, can Happy play as well as MarineKing has in a bad position? Because, I mean, to be honest, MarineKing, he had a lot of failed attacks and failed strategies in this game. But he did manage to eventually persevere and reclaim the center of the map. Oh, wow. So, I don't know if he can do that, Artosis. I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, Happy right now walking around the map. Does get scanned. Wow, that's some star sense right there for you from MarineKing. Very similar supplies still. But the siege tank count, which is quite important. MarineKing does lead by 2, 8-6. He has that high ground as well, and the high ground is perhaps the most important part of this map.
All right, MarineKing, I don't know about this. This is maybe a little bit greedy. We're going to see. It depends on whether or not the siege tank slipped through this.
Man, I don't know what Happy's doing here, but that's going to be it for him.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he even knows it's over. Landing his mule, saying, get out, GTFO.
Yeah, that was not the right move right there, but MarineKing had him in a terrible spot. I did not see Happy coming back. MarineKing very happy with himself because he knows Happy had him for a bit, but MarineKing, one of the kings of comebacks. He's a comeback king. Basically.
He is. He's not just the king of Marines, he's the king of comebacks.
Yeah.
King of nerds. I think Happy probably, you might not even be sure why he lost that game.
Well, it was those 4 siege tanks were the one big turning point where it's like, wait a minute, you just gave 4 siege tanks during the most crucial part of the game when basically MarineKing is landed at his 4th. Happy has his 4th up. If Happy completely secures that high ground just one more time, the game's kind of over.
He's running out of resources. Where's he going to expand?
Yeah, MarineKing needed his 4th then.
The most logical, natural 4th base to take would be the one in the middle that's closer to you. Otherwise, he's got to go somewhere else on the map. And when somebody controls this middle of the map like that, they can
cuts you up, man.
Yeah, it chops up your army. And
so that was a huge blunder. If Happy had retaken with those 4 tanks, pull those 4 tanks back, pull the Marines back that he threw away, and then bring it all at once because MarineKing's rally was a little bit further behind than Happy's. The smallest of margins, man. And Happy loses that game. But MarineKing, he is the fan favorite, taking that 1-0. Ton of experience on this guy. He just doesn't give up, man, because he knows
really good.
He knows how to come back.
Well, he's really good under pressure.
Oh,
he's
become quite good.
He was in this terrible position and actually managed to MacGyver his way out of it. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
We're going to be going on to game number 2 here in a little bit, whenever the players are ready.
Yeah, it's going to be on Daybreak. Happy's choice.
Should be a long game.
Yeah, I'd love to see him choose to go mech here. I think that would be a great choice. It's a great map for it. But we'll see.
Yeah, we're going to find out soon. I am loving these games so far today.
Yeah, it's a good day so far.
Brown had a really interesting play.
Close games, all of them actually. Every game so far has been very close.
I feel like that the last game that we saw was one of the ones where it wasn't one so much with special strats and builds. It was a lot more of like control and knowing when to engage.
Yeah.
All right, so Happy, probably not too happy with himself right now. Might want to change his ID to frustrated. MarineKing knows that he just has to keep playing this out. He clearly has more endurance than Happy does in PvT. Sick endurance.
Oh, yeah. MarineKing oftentimes prefers games where no one's mining.
Yeah. He prefers to do the base trades or
long games, short games, doesn't matter. MarineKing is a man of the world.
Yep. All right. Looks like we're going to be getting this going pretty soon, guys. Happy against MarineKing on the map Daybreak. Will we see some cheese? It is a 1-on-1 map. You never know. Don't forget that last game we saw actually did start out with Proxy. What will this one look like? I don't know. Let's see.